everyone, my name's Captain Pete and we're on board Wonderway. We can't wait to welcome you aboard.
I'm the chef and first mate, Allie.
Great, guys. So what inspired you guys to join the yacht industry down here in the Virgin Islands?
Yeah, so I grew up in Halls, New Hampshire, very small town, but coastal. So I always grew up every summer on the water sailing with my dad. And up in Maine, Cape Cod, and I knew from a very young age I wanted to go sailing. And that's brought me to the maritime industry. So after high school, I went to the California Maritime Academy, sailed professionally after I got my third May Unlimited, as well as my 100-ton captains. I got to work on cruise ships, yachts, and container ships running all over the world. And I went from cruise ships to smaller boats to white boats, and met Allie along the way, and that's how we got down here in the Caribbean. We love living in the islands, we love living on our boat, and we're having a great time.
Yeah, I'm from Pleasanton, California in the San Francisco Bay Area. I didn't really grow up sailing as much as Pete did, but it's so close to the water, so we go to the beach all the time, watch the boats. I had some family members that lived on a monohull. They crossed oceans with it. They lived on it for years and years, and they just had such, they spoke so highly of the industry. And so when I went to college and I was graduating from the University of Arizona, they really encouraged me to get into the yachting industry and just live on the water. I graduated with a degree in environmental studies, and so this kind of incorporates my degree while also kind of having a hobby job. And so when I met Pete, we moved to Salt Lake City, Utah, and happened to live there during the record-breaking winter, shoveling driveways every morning, and it just wasn't really for me. And so I was like, we're getting out of here, and we came to the Caribbean, and honestly, I've never looked back. We love sailing. I love cooking and being environmentally conscious on the boat, and just all my passions all wound up into one job, and we really just haven't left.
Great. So I know you guys have some charters under your belt. Can you share a memorable story from one of them?
Definitely. We had one group that we had a really, really special day. We were coming back from North Sound, stopped at this little island, and had a really perfect snorkel. The water was crystal clear, and we just had awesome seeing lobsters, octopus, stuff that we don't always get to see, and it was all in one spot. The best part was there's normally a lot of boats there, and we were the only boat. We were just hanging out, just us. We spent most of the afternoon there. It was a super special day that I always think back to.
Yeah, I think that my number one most memorable, although I think that we have more great memories than we can count on board, but last Thanksgiving, we were in Norman Island, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful day. And so we did a whole football day of football on the whole day, and snorkeling, swimming, perfect clear skies. And then at night we did a big Thanksgiving feast of every, traditional Thanksgiving food that you can think of. And it was so special because I'd never done that much cooking on a boat, and we got to eat the Thanksgiving dinner with the guests, and making sourdough, making turkey, stuffing, cranberries, all of the American traditions just picked up and moved straight into the Caribbean. So it was the best day that I could possibly ask for.
Amazing. So what are some of your favorite activities to do with guests on board?
Yeah, I love getting in the water with anyone and showing them new water sports if they haven't experienced it. I'm huge into wakeboarding, kayaking, paddleboarding. A lot of people that never even got to try paddleboard before, so we love teaching that. Also obviously big into sailing, so that love anyone who wants to come up to the helm, give me a hand with the lines. Super appreciative of that, and it's always a great time to see them enjoying and falling in love with something I love as well. So it's super fun down here. We're in the perfect boat for it. We have all the water toys, jump off the back, snorkel, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I think kind of piggybacking off of Pete's is I love getting the guests involved in as many ways as possible. I think we both just love teaching everyone new activities, new interests, sparking some new hobbies. And I'm really into making sourdough, and I try and incorporate sourdough in as many cooking items as possible. And so I've done a few sourdough classes on board, which has been so fun. Set the timer, and the guests will do all the stretches and folds, and I get to show them how the humidity affects the sourdough, just all the different elements, and send people home with sourdough starter, and I get some progress pictures along the way. And so I think it's just so fun to get everyone involved, spark new conversations, and a lot of people leave with a new hobby that they did not expect from coming on a vacation in the Caribbean. So that's always awesome for us.
Incredible. Sounds great. So let's say some hidden gems or lesser known spots that you guys know of. Can you share some of them?
Definitely. Norman Island BVI is like one of my favorite islands, of course. There's some really cool spots on the backside and Money Bay. I won't tell you exactly where, but there's a super cool hidden beach down there that has like pretty special protection. And there's always a couple sea turtles hanging out. It's a great spot to take a quick hike over and come down for a swim. And yeah, usually I've never been there with anyone else, so if you are interested, come on board. We'll take you over some awesome spots.
Yeah, I mean, before I even say mine, I kind of want to piggyback off of Norman Island because we spend a lot of our off time in those bays when we're not on charter. And there's so many beautiful ones there. Bermuda, Soldier Bay. I mean, you have the bay. I don't know. I think that I can speak so highly of Norman. That's like our number one favorite spot to hang out in the
really
BVI.
Special. It's like no one lives on it, so it's very quiet, very green, very lush, lots of wildlife. It's a very special place in the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, but I think that my hidden gem would probably be on the north side of Tortola in the BVI. It's called Brewers Bay. It's this huge bay with a big reef right in the center, and so you've got 2 anchorages right on the sides of the reef, but only like 1 or 2 boats can really fit in it. And so if you're the boat that gets in, and which we are so many times because not many people know about it, that you just have this huge bay all to yourself. There's amazing snorkeling. The water's so clear, and it just every time we've been there, it's been so perfect. I don't think we've ever had a bad experience. You can swim up to the beach. There's a little beach bar that's also very quiet. So anytime that we get a chance to go, we are always in Brewers Bay.
Awesome, sounds great. So let's talk about the boat a little bit. So what would you say some of your favorite features are about Wonderway?
Yeah, Wonderway is a 2024 Royal Cape, so it's brand new. It's got some really cool features I haven't seen before on a boat this size. So we are all set up for lithium batteries and 7,000 watts of solar. So what that means is we don't have a generator on board. We have the ability to run our air conditioning, all of our appliances, TVs, you name it, just off the batteries. So that means when at night we don't have any rumbling of a generator. It's completely silent. The makers of this boat really did think of everything. Even the water maker's quiet. So there's some really special features that you can just get off grid and not have to listen to any of the motors running, which is really cool in a boat this size.
Yeah, the silence is just unmatched. Like there's really no creaking on board. It's just like the peaceful Caribbean experience.
Yeah, very solid boat.
Yeah. I think that my favorite part about this boat is probably just the comfortability of it. Like the beds are so huge. We've got 2 king beds and 2 queen beds, which is not very common amongst catamaran, at least not the ones that I've been on. Everything just feels so homey. It feels like you're walking into your home, away from home, but it moves to the most beautiful places in the Caribbean, and so you really just feel so welcome on board, and you're not cramped at all. Like there's so much room to spread out, so much room to relax, so many nap spots for throughout the day. So I think I just love how homey and comfortable it is.
Yeah, especially for the size of it. We're only 53 feet, but we have a beam of 29 feet, so that really allows some huge interior spaces, big freeboard, and we really love hanging out on Wonderway. It doesn't feel like you're in a tight, cramped space on a boat. So
it really is like a penthouse apartment just on the water.
Yeah, I think it's like a beach house the way it's set up.
Yeah,
it's great.
yeah, it is like the ultimate beach house, I think.
Definitely, that's awesome. I definitely agree. So what would you guys say you like to do in the off season when it's not charter time?
Oh, everyone thinks we just go home and relax for the whole time off. No, we definitely keep busy. I love to do anything outdoors, hiking, swimming, biking. Allie and I are super into pickleball, so we're a little competitive on the court if you guys ever want to play. But yeah, anytime we get to explore, visit family, a few different little trips. We went to Australia this past year, for example, for a wedding with some fellow yachties, so we had a really great time down there. What else?
Pete got me into golf this last time off, so I got my own pair of clubs and we played golf a few times. Definitely need some more practice, but it is so fun.
Yeah, if you see Allie on the course, make sure you hide or duck in a tree.
No, maybe for now, but catch me in a few years and I'll be in the PGA. We'll see. But I think otherwise, I don't know, we definitely did plenty of relaxing, gotta recuperate for the new season. But I think anytime that we can get outside, Pete and I just love being outdoors, doing literally anything and everything. Jogging occasionally, not very often, but walking, tennis, like just about anything. Oh, we went boating, even though we weren't on our boat, we were still on other boats, wakeboarding, tubing, doing all the water sports, just about anything we can get our hands on, we'll do.
Definitely.
Amazing. All right, so Ali, let's talk about some of your food. Describe one of your favorite dishes and what makes it special to you and the guests, and also who or what influences your cooking style.
I think that one of my favorite dishes to make is definitely using the locally caught fish around here. I love supporting all of the fishermen. And so we'll get some really good locally caught mahi-mahi, and I'll blacken it, pair it with a coconut rice pilaf and a citrus avocado salsa, and just all the flavors all in one bite is my favorite thing. It's so fresh, especially with the local fish. It's my favorite thing to make, my favorite thing to eat.
Very good.
I would say what inspires my cooking is definitely all my travels. Like Pete and I love to travel. Anytime that we can step foot into a new country, we do, and we try all of the different like local cuisines, and I like to try and recreate some of them with new spices and seasonings. And I think just definitely building off of our travels and like what I'm used to. So kind of like doing like fusion flares a lot. I really like doing that. I just love experimenting in the kitchen all the time. I'm always looking to try new things, try new flavors. So yeah, I would say all of our travels definitely inspire me the most.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing all that, guys.
Yeah, thanks for watching. We can't wait to welcome you aboard on Wonderway and come sailing with Pete and Ali.
Yeah, we hope to see you on board soon. We can't wait to show you around the Caribbean. It's truly a beautiful, special place.